morning. Good morning to my AI people. How's everybody doing today? I'm going to give everybody just a few minutes to get on with me. And Happy New Year! I cannot believe it's 2025 right now. It's crazy. Where has 2024 gone? And all of a sudden we're in a new year. So Happy New Year. I'd like to know from everybody who was able to stay up past or even up to midnight last night, because I was, but not by choice. I have little kids, and I have another little one in our house. And so with all of that craziness, I was up, but not because I wanted to be. I'm well past those days. But let me know if you guys were able to party it up until the new year last night, and tell me what you guys all did. I'm just going to get my comments here. Hello. Let me know if you are on with me, and where you're watching from. Are you watching on YouTube? Are you watching on Facebook? Let me know. We have a very special guest for you today. And I can't wait for you to meet her. And also we have a really fun project, which, is always exciting for me. So leave me a comment, everybody. Tell me if you are on and if you're watching. Let's just see here. Get everything going. Jolie, I'm not seeing my comments here. I don't know. Luckily, I have my tech guy right here. Okay. It's okay. It's all good. We're on live. This is what happens. It's okay. Hooray. Okay. Hopefully they are up and... Yes, resend them if you guys have been sending messages to me, because I haven't seen any. Happy New Year, and Marilyn. Thank you, gals, for joining me today. Kathy, yes, that's what I wish that I was doing. Kathy says she was on a date with her bed last night, and I assume didn't see the ball drop. And I'm very jealous, because that's what I wish I was doing. Hello, everybody. There you are. I was like, where are my people? They're not on. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Marianne and Debbie and Karen. Ruth Ann, hello. Ruth Ann says, hello, Joel. He saved me in my comments this morning. So let's all give him a little clap. Okay, who is ready to meet the brand new member of the AI family? Okay, who is ready to meet her? Her name is Charlie, and she's just the best ever. I have a little helper. Okay, little helper girl. Okay, here she is. You got to hold her up. Okay, let's get her up real close. This is Charlie. Hi, sweetie. Isn't she cute? I mean, can you even handle this face and this little nose? Oh, we love her so much. She is 8 weeks old, and we just got her on Christmas Day. I mean, the timing of that was just the best. And my little helper girl has been doing so much. Little dog, yeah. Good job, right on cue. She's been doing so much. What's your favorite thing to play with Charlie?
I really like to play she tries to tag me and bite my toes.
We are in full bite mode, aren't we, Charlie? Aren't we, Charlie? She bites toes, she bites ears, she eats hair. I mean, it's a good thing they're this cute, because they are so much work. Right, Charlie? Oh, look at her. Do you guys need just a little closer up? She might be on with me lots, okay, going forward. We might just have her on all the time. Do you guys want to see her more? Little Charlie girl. Okay, Marianne, get one. You'll never regret getting a puppy. I'm sorry, I've never regretted that in my life. I highly recommend it. They're so full of life. And we lost our girl. She was almost 15 years old. She was a golden doodle and just the best dog in the whole world. And we lost her kind of unexpectedly about, when was that?
Like November.
November, yeah. And so, you know, Charlie doesn't take her place. She never could. Nobody could ever take Georgie's place. But she has given us like a little bit of just extra joy this Christmas season. So, okay, do you guys need another close-up of little Charlie girl? Oh, look at her. And yes, she is as fuzzy and soft as she looks.
Yeah.
Right?
Really.
And she's doing really good with her potty training. What else should people know about her?
She's really fun.
Yeah, she's very playful, but she's also like
really
very snuggly. Yes. She just woke up from a nap, which is why she is just very quiet and not trying to like eat all the stuff on the desk.
Yeah.
But thank you for showing her to us. Go take good care of her. We're going to send them downstairs to play, but you know, if you love Charlie, then you tell me in the comments if you want her to be back. Okay? I'm happy to bring her back and give her a little bit. Oh, we have another visitor. Hi. Okay, it's just, you know, this is live. You guys, we're live. We got kids here.
Hi.
This is
I will call you.
Yes, okay. This is
invented in
yeah.
Paris.
Okay, that's little Aaron Scott.
Wait.
Go downstairs with Uncle Joel.
Okay, I love you. I love
Okay.
you. I love you.
You guys, this is live, okay? This is what happens when you have children and you are working. So that's little Aaron Scott. So you guys got a triple whammy of cuteness. You got Kendall Joy, Charlie Boo, we call her Charlie Boo, and you got Aaron Scott. So Happy New Year, everybody. Somebody was asking, what breed is she? So she is a cockapoo. She is half Cocker Spaniel, half poodle or half doodle. And she's non-shedding. And so everybody in our family is, well, in my direct family, is allergic to animals. And so and so we have to get a non-shedding dog. Go downstairs, please.
I like you. I like you.
Go downstairs. Thank you. Hey, Uncle Joel. Okay, come on. Come on.
I like you.
Okay, thank you, sweetie.
Hey, I want to hang out.
Okay, go downstairs, please.
My bottom.
Go downstairs. Hi, guys. Hashtag mom life. Well, you got, you know, lots of unexpected visitors today. Thank you guys for just loving our family and being patient with us. So anyway, Charlie is a cockapoo and she will be about 20 to 25 pounds. Our doodle, Georgie, the one that we had for 15 years, she was a golden doodle, so golden retriever poodle mix. And she was about 60 pounds. So we are slowly like downsizing. And you know, we have another dog, Betsy, who is a golden doodle, and she's about 40 pounds. And so she has really perked up. She's been very depressed over the last like couple of months with the loss of our dog. And so that was part of the reason we wanted to get another puppy, was for her, and she's just loving life. So, you know, thank you guys for being excited with us. She's the best little girl ever. And if you want me to bring her back on, I am happy to do that. Happy to do that for some little puppy cuteness. You know, you never know when a kid is going to show up in the background. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for being excited for us. Who is excited to do a project today? I know it's New Year's Day. I know it's a holiday, and we thought, okay, should we do a live? Should we not do a live? But why not? Everyone's at home today. Let's get coloring, okay? And one thing I wanted to do, because, you know, we're probably all kind of tired of the holiday projects, the Christmas projects, the snow, the winter, all that stuff, but we're not totally into spring yet. And so I was trying to get the wheels going as to what project would be really fun to do. Something simple that's not going to be stressful after, you know, the holidays last week. And so here's what we're going to do today. We are going to do a Windows to the World, and check it out. Okay, look at how adorable this is. Okay, and then you open it up and you see this little watercolor project. This is so easy. You guys, I know I've in the past showed you this a couple times, but I always want to remind you that you can watercolor your other stamps. And get your StazOn pad out and you're good to go. And I'm sure lots of you have these Windows to the World stamps in your collection and maybe haven't used them for a while. So I'm here to remind you of the stuff that you have and to just inspire you to pull those out a little more. So that's what we're going to do today. Just check in the comments here. Debbie, thank you for saying that you've missed the lives. I know it feels like a long time since I have been on. Ruth Ann is saying a new Charlie stamp. I love that idea. Actually, my exclusive Christmas set that came with my class, it kind of has a little puppy that looks like her a little bit. It's not as curly as she is. But I like that idea, Ruth Ann. I do. Yes, Karen, life is very full. She's saying between dogs and kids, life is very full. It is. It is, especially after the holidays. It is crazy. Nobody's back in school yet. So everyone's just here with me right now. My husband is out of the state right now for a few days. So, we're just making do. Kendra is fabulous. Thank you for asking about her. Debbie's asking how she's doing. She's great. Actually, the reason why the Queen Bee is not on today, Watercolor Wednesday, is because they are together in New Mexico. And it's so rude that I am not with them. Okay. Very, very rude of them to exclude me. Actually, obviously, I couldn't have gone because my husband is gone. And I am just saying that more out of jealousy because I've got lots of FOMO, fear of missing out on all the fun times they're having together. But they're great. Kendra starts a new rotation. I believe it is a surgery rotation that she is starting, I think next week. So we'll keep you posted on that. I love her stories. I just absolutely love them. She tells me what she's learning all the time. And you can't get better training than the hands-on, being next to the doctor while these procedures are happening. And so it's awesome. Hello, Barbara. How are you? Georgia. Hello. Happy New Year to you. Yes. Okay, Nancy, you got it. You got it. Cindy, yes, you need to go and organize what you have so that you remember what you have. And so this one, okay, if you guys look here, we're doing a birthday card, okay? Because you always need birthday cards. And this is something that you could make ahead of time and put aside until somebody has a birthday. Because how many people have had a birthday just creep up on them and they don't realize it. And then you think, oh, great, now I need to make a card. Make one of these in advance if you have this. Okay, these Windows to the World are awesome for watercoloring. Okay, they are so great. And let me show you what's set. Okay, so this is just the single stamp. And actually, I'll turn my camera around to show you guys these again. But here is the one that I'm using. Okay, this is M3188. You can see these are little birds. Obviously, I'm going to do a project with animals, of course. Like that's just definitely going to happen. I also saw this one that I thought was just adorable. Okay, so not only does it come with the stamp here, but it also comes with this extra one that you can pop up. You can see how they pop that up here on the sample. And then this little window here, you can see that. That's this set right here. Okay, and this is the Shadow Box series that goes with the Windows to the World. Okay, so it comes with this main window. It comes with like a little window sill, which I didn't use this time, and then a little shadow box here that can go on the back. Obviously I did this a little differently to where I popped up the window. You can see that from the side here. Die cut the hole, and that comes with the square to cut it with. And then I just put this on the inside. Okay, but you can absolutely do the shadow box. The way that it is really neat because you can see it has these little grooves. Here, this is backwards here. And when you close the card, it goes flat. And then when you open it, it goes to get that shadow box look. So these stamps are really, really cool. I'm sure so many of you have them already in your stash, and I'm here to encourage you to use them. Ruth Ann, yes, thank you. She's asking the number 5408 for this. And this would work great in a journal page too, okay? This would be very cute in a journal page. Use what you have, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera around here. And let's see. There we go. You know, like I said, it's been a few days since I've done this, so I'm a little rusty here. Okay, checking comments. Barbara, you got a Cavapoo. Do you know that's the other breed that we were looking at, is a Cavapoo. And that, for those of you who don't know, is a King Charles Cavalier with a mini poodle or a doodle. And they are just adorable. They are smaller than the Cockapoos. And so it just depends on, like, you know, how much space you have and all that. But wow, does anyone else have a Cockapoo? I didn't even ask that. I need to hear all of the stories if you do, because this is the first time we've been having this breed. We've had golden doodles, like I said, for years and years. But this is new for us. So hello, Diana. Oh, I'm sorry you're sick. Do you know, I feel like everybody is sick right now. Oh my goodness. Everybody is sick. It's an absolute shock that we were able to have Christmas all together, because usually we're not, because some child is sick or, you know, fever or whatever. But we did this year. So it's, like I said, a miracle. So I'm sorry you're feeling sick. I hope you're feeling better soon. Amy, a schnoodle. Oh my gosh, is that a schnauzer poodle mix? You have to put a picture up somewhere on social media, because I would love to see that. And Facebook needs to give the ability to post pictures in the comments. Don't you think, Joel?
Yes.
They should do that.
Use that all the time.
We need to email Facebook right now because they really care what we think. Okay. We're going to get started here. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, so here's what we're going to be making today. Just this little one. And, you know, on the stamp, it comes with the words that come all around, okay? And you could just cut a square, like die cut a square around the words too. That's totally up to you. And then mount it on a card. That would be very cute as well. But if you do it this way, you can just use the square and just cut this out like I did here. But again, that's totally up to you. But that's why you see it here on this one. Okay, Wheaton Terrier. Aw, 14 years. Dogs are they're the absolute best. And I won't talk about Georgie too much because I'll just get too sad. But they're just the best. And 15 years, it was 14 years for us, but almost 15. I mean, they go through so much life with us that they're part of the family, you know, and dogs are just so special, and cats too. But you know, when they leave us, we usually always outlive them. And so it's terrible. It's sad. But you know, a new puppy is helping a little bit. Ruth Ann, how many puppies did you? A lot. So we had a doodle, a friend who is a golden doodle breeder, and she had an oopsie litter. And so the mini golden doodle had puppies with a Chihuahua. And so they're Chihuahua poos? I don't know what the official name is. And so we are raising the Chihuahua poos. Well, they are, not me. They're in their house. And there's 7 puppies. And they are the cutest. We'll have to bring them on our next live, because some of them are looking for homes. So I don't know how many local people here, but if you want a Chihuahua poo, Chi-Poo, I don't know what the name is. We'll have to show you those 2, but they are so cute. Oh my goodness, they're so cute. Yes, Karen, losing any animal is really, 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 really hard. Really hard. But they always stay with us. And, you know, we love Charlie so much already. but she will never take the place. And that's actually why we wanted to get a little bit different of a breed too, because, you know, we didn't want to replace her because she's not replaceable. Okay, I'm going to get some greens down here. This is so easy to color. Okay, you guys, I stamped this in the Stays on Black, and actually I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. And all we're going to do is just color it in sections. Okay, and there's a couple little tips here when we are doing something like this. Okay, and we'll talk about those as we get there. But the first one is, do you see all this greenery here? Okay, we need a variety of greens if we are going to be coloring lots of things that are together like that. Okay, so I'm starting out with the 177 and the 249. Okay, this is the warm green and this is the cool green. And we're just going to take this section by section. Okay, and you guys in the comments are going to tell me how your holidays were. You know, tell me about Christmas and New Year's and all of that, all of the in-between too. Val, I know, who doesn't love puppies? It's just, especially if they are not in your house trying to potty train. They're also very fun. So yes, they're the best. We love them so much. You know, little Charlie girl is getting up at 4:30 in the morning. So that's been an adjustment for me. But, you know, as they get older, obviously they can go a little longer. But wow, that's been kind of tiring. The potty training. Although having a 10-year-old, Kendall is now almost 10 and a half. And she has been a really big help to me. And it's been really nice because usually it's just, you know, the mom has to do everything. Yes, 12 years old. Jean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They do. Hello, Sherry. Hello, Brenda. How are you doing? Let me know, you guys, how everything was in the comments, how your holidays were, if you're glad they're over. I mean, you can still love them and be glad that they're over. I know for some holidays are really tough. So, you know, we're here for you if that was the case for you. And I need more green. Lots more green. Okay, so you can see I just did a very light layer of this warm green here, okay? And I'm going to go back in and darken up certain areas of it, okay? And then we're going to move on to this tree here with that cool tone green. Oh, Barbara, your twin grandsons. Oh my goodness. Wow. Are they brand new? Gosh, I bet they're so cute. Twins. Sheesh. Yeah, Sandy is saying she came homesick. Yeah, after travel. I believe you because, wow, there's a lot going around right now. From like the stomach sickness. Oh, I keep seeing everywhere that norovirus is going around, which is just yucky. Ugh. But hopefully we're all going to be on the mend here. Just in time for school to start and then to get sick again. That's just how it works, you know? Especially, maybe not so much when the kids get older and they become a little bit less gross in like washing hands and all of that. But we are still, you know, you saw little Aaron, he is in the 1st grade. And so they're still pretty dirty in the 1st grade. They come home with lots of just fun little illnesses. So I'm looking forward to school starting again, but not that part. Okay, you can see all I did is that same green. I just went a little bit darker, like kind of close to that branch, okay? You guys don't overthink this. This is not hard. And then especially when it's stamped in the Stays On, you don't have to worry about lines at all. This is like a coloring book, okay? It's very just, you need your podcast on or your music on, and it's very like therapeutic to do these projects because there's not a lot of thinking that goes into it. It's just fun. Okay, so now I'm going, you can see the difference in these greens. Okay. We're just going to go again with another darker layer here. Okay. And we might do another layer after this dries and, we kind of move on to something else. Val, you went to BC. Oh, you were close to us. Vancouver. That is very close to us. That's only like a 6-hour drive. Okay. My husband, the Canadian, has made that drive a few different times. So waving to you. Oh, wait, you're not there anymore. How's the snow in Edmonton? Let us know. Cindy is asking, when is the Christmas Village mini set? I will check. I know it's coming. If it's not here already, it's probably here now, but it hasn't been added to the inventory. So I will check on that. And probably that's going to be, even though it's like the new year, it probably will be available. Just because I know lots of you were waiting on that, and we have it. And you can also take some of this green and just kind of, just as long as we have like a little bit of a differentiation there. Okay. Next up, we're going to color these little foliages here. Okay. Yes. Okay. So Deb is saying that I forgot to say this when we were talking about their puppies. So yes, 7 little puppies plus their mom, plus their 2 dogs that they have. It is a dog house there until these little pups go home. But if anyone can handle it, it's Deb. She is an animal lover and is not stressed out or fazed by this. I would be. Okay, just again doing the same thing. And as things get farther in the distance, when you're painting, they get lighter. Okay, so we're gonna kind of focusing on making this just this front area of these a little bit darker. Okay. Just a little bit. We don't have to do too much here. That's a good thing about these projects. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Ruby, I get that. You lost your Yorkie. Oh, do you mean you lost her in the sense that she's passed, or she actually like got out? Let us know. Val, it is -6. Oh, you guys, -16 and snowing in Edmonton. Oh, wow. There's a lot of things I miss about living in Canada. A lot of things I miss. But wow, that is not one. And with little kids, like I had babies, and dressing them up and driving on the scary roads. No, don't miss that. Okay, hello. So you guys, this is high alert right now. High alert. We have not only the Queen Bee Bonnie on with us live, we have Kendra Lee. Okay. There have been lots of questions asking how Kendra is doing. So will you give us an update? Okay. And we want a detailed update. We don't want just like, oh, I'm doing fine. No. We want a detailed update as to how you're doing. We want some medical facts that you've learned in your OBGYN rotation. We want everything. Okay. We need to hear everything. Bonnie is saying that, yes. Okay. So the village will be available still. The Christmas village that lots of you guys have been waiting on will be available through January. Okay. Through January. That is not normal. That was not the official plan. But because of the delay in the shipping, we're just going to make an exception and extend that for a month. Okay. So if anyone else has any questions like that, make them hard questions. Okay. Put her on the spot here because this is live. And I was put on the spot with children and dogs here, so she gets it too. But if anyone has any watercolor questions for her, or you're having trouble with something, let her know. She is here to help us. Okay, I'm going back to this 177 here. This is the warm green, and I am just doing it really lightly, again, really lightly to start. And I'm just going to go in this grass here. Okay. We're just filling in the areas. This is nothing difficult. But again, we want like differentiation in the greens here. Okay. I'm just going all around. You want like a decent amount of water on your brush so that it spreads. And also, I didn't mention this, but this is, I'm using watercolor paper, okay? You can use the mixed media paper. You can use thick cardstock. Use whatever, because when you are just coloring these small areas, it works great, okay? And also watercolor paper works great. So whatever you have. I'm gonna go around here. And again, I'm using my number 4. Happy New Year in New Mexico. We want to know about the party that you and Kendra had last night, okay? Because we know that you guys are the personalities to just go crazy, okay, for a holiday. And we know that you guys were up until 11:59, just big party at Kendra's house. Guys, that was sarcasm. Kendra and my mom and me, I include myself in this. Like, we are not party people. We are in bed by 8 o'clock kind of people, okay? We are up at 5. That's the kind of people we are, okay? We are not the party people. Kendra, we're waiting for an update, okay? We are waiting for the most detailed update from you. Okay, give the people what they want. They want to hear how you're doing. Okay, they want to hear everything, and so do I. Okay, so I'm just adding a little bit green here. Okay, so how's it looking so far? And you can do, honestly, any kind of colors. You can see the colors that I used here. Bright colors, but it's totally up to you. And one thing, actually, we'll get to that in a second. I won't jump too far ahead. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to do some brown here, okay? And the brown that I really like is the 977. And there's 2 of these light browns, okay? It's the 947 and the 977. The 977 is more cool toned, okay? This is what I like. Kendra's saying you were in bed by 9. Be honest. Okay, be honest with everyone. It was 7, wasn't it? It wasn't even 9. There is no way that mom stayed up till 9. Oh my. Okay, 977 on my palette here. Okay, and somebody's asking her, have you thought about your specialty? And Kendra is saying psychiatry for right now. Which is so awesome. I mean, we all know mental health right now is just an absolute crisis. So love it. Love the psychiatry. So if you guys have any questions about that, ask her. Ask away. Okay? Ask any detailed questions you want to ask her. Julie's saying, my granddaughter and I did poppers at 9 p.m. to celebrate New Year's on the East Coast. Great. That is a great, like, middle of the road type thing where you can have a party, but then you're in bed by 9. Like that. I have to remember that. My daughter actually, this is why I was up last night, is because she and her friend wanted to do it, and they're 10. Okay, these are 10-year-olds, or no, 10 and 11-year-olds, and they did a challenge to where they were like, we are gonna stay up until midnight and talk to each other just on FaceTime or whatever, and they did. They stayed up until 12 o'clock chatting with each other. Oh gosh. So that's why I was awake. But luckily I got to be awake in my jammies at home. Okay. Yes, Georgia knows. Kendra and my mom are always like early to bed people. And so she's saying 9, but come on. It was 7. It was 7. Guaranteed. Okay, guys, back to the greens here. Again, I'm just darkening some of these areas to differentiate. And you know what else I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this green and I'm just going to pull that out just for like a little shadow, okay? And notice I'm doing that in green instead of the typical 565 blue. And that's just a style preference on this one. You know, I wanted to keep it very clean looking, very bright. And so instead of doing that, I'm just using a darker shade of green. Okay. Next up, okay, back to the brown. That's what we were doing before I got distracted with Kendra. How's Wendy? Wendy. You know, Wendy and Charlie, I hope they never meet because Wendy is fierce, okay? She is a boss. She doesn't like anyone taking more attention like away from her. And so they are probably never gonna meet without like heavy supervision. And you know, size does not matter. Wendy is small, but wow, she is really just kind of thinks she's in charge. Which if anyone's had a Pomeranian, you know. Okay, I'm just going here with these branches. I'm going over this one too. And again, this is our first layer, okay? We're gonna have to add some dark. Yes, okay, the truth comes out. 7:30 p.m. I knew it. I knew it, which actually New Mexico time is an hour ahead of us. And she is not acclimated to the time change yet. So really it was 6:30 for her. Oh my. And you know, I laugh, but like I am jealous. I really am. You know, these 4:30 a.m. wake up times have really thrown me off. Kids home every day, you know? So I laugh, but yes, it all comes from jealousy. Okay, so I'm just kind of going like underneath here, darkening up just these little areas. Okay, and then we'll go in with our twin tone 2, of course, at the end. Ruth Ann, what brown am I using? Great question. I'm using 977. And again, there's 2 light browns. There's a 947 and a 977. And this is the cool tone, okay? The 947 is too warm for me. Just personal preference, too warm. So that's why I'm going there. Okay, next up, we're going to get our brush again. And we are going to get 528 for our sky. Okay, this is a little bit brighter than the 526. If you put them right next to each other, they don't look very different, but they are. This is very, a lot brighter. And the 526 is a little more muted. So, got that on my palette here. We're going to tackle the sky here, okay? Yes, Cindy, that's a great point. She's saying enjoy the kids because before you know it, they'll be out of the house. I know. That's so true. And like amidst like the craziness and the chaos, like obviously would not change that. Trying to, you know, enjoy the time. Because you're right. The years go by so fast. I can't believe I have a daughter who is in double digits. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. But that's a really good life lesson. Okay, so I'm in my 528. Thank you, Kendra. Do you know what would be really cute is if you would also come on live sometime and do a Windows to the World. That would just be even cuter than what I'm doing right now. Okay, are you up for this challenge? I know you've got rotations and you've got medical things, but are you up for the challenge of a Windows to the World watercolor live? We want to know. Okay, I'm just going to go around here and in between these little branches. And here's another tip, okay, that I have learned since doing this project, okay? So we're going all around here. And I got a decent amount of color on my brush here. But when we get to, and it's going to be kind of darker, like a little darker maybe around the edges here. When we get to this middle part, okay? Yes, okay. Everybody, check the comments right now if you're on Facebook. We have a contract, a covenant that Kendra has made to all of us at AI in writing. She said she is going to do a live in January. What? I am so excited for this. Oh my goodness. What are you going to do? Are you going to do Windows to the World? You know, that would just be the best. Oh my goodness. You guys, breaking news. Kendra will do a live in January. Okay, as soon as you know the date and the time, let me know so I can put it in stone on my calendar. Okay, because I'm not missing that ever. If I have plans, they will be canceled because I will need to be on that and see what you're going to make. Okay, so back to this blue. You can see I'm lightening up as we get here, okay? Because if we have too much color, your eye doesn't really know where to go, okay? It gets too busy. And you can see here, look at all this color that we have going on here, okay? So keep this lighter around the candles. Oh, Cassie. Well, I'm glad you're on with us. But I'm so sorry that your husband is sick. Again, it feels like everybody is sick right now. So lots of vitamin C. I'm sure you know all the tricks to getting him better. But I'm just so sorry to hear that. Sandy, I have been having Kendra withdrawals as well. Okay. Absolute withdrawals. They're waking me up at night. And again, that's part of why I'm mad that they're there without me. Because it really should be me there too. Okay. Okay. Do you see how, and you don't have to make it just pure white, but just get lighter. Okay. Just lighter around those candles. Okay, Marianne, I think it is. I think Bible journaling is scheduled for next Tuesday. Bonnie Krebs, can you confirm that in writing in the comments? Can you confirm? I know the project has been done and is ready to go, but I don't know the exact date of the Bible journaling. But that's a great question. Very good question. Okay, now... I'm going to add a little more brown here. And just as you go, you're going to kind of see, oh, this needs more of this, or this needs more of that. Okay, yes. Alert. Bible journaling is scheduled for next Tuesday. Okay, so the queen bee will be back in her rightful place, which is this chair that I'm sitting in right now. Although hopefully I can do another live with you guys soon. Okay, 993 yellow. We've got the two main things. Okay, if you have noticed in this project that are requirements for me. Okay, number one, animals. There has to be an animal somewhere on here. Okay, and when I was picking this, that is 100% the reason why I didn't pick this one. Because I also really liked this one and thought it would be really fun to color. And I really liked that it had this extra stamp. Okay. But I ultimately decided against it because it didn't have any animals. Okay. And these little birds, these little tweeties that are, celebrating somebody's birthday they were too cute for me to pass up. Okay. So number one, it has to have animals. And number two, it has to have yellow. Okay. And even better if it has yellow animals. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I got 993 here. Marianne, yes, there is a June Bible journaling retreat happening. It is happening, you guys. Stay tuned for all the details, how to sign up for that. I can't wait to tell you guys more about that because that is going to be, wow, that'll be really, really, really fun. Okay, so we got our yellow. And you know what I did when I was making this sample? And I'm not going to do it today just for the sake of time, but you can see here that when you stamp this in black, their little beaks are black. Okay, that's very cute still. Now, when I was doing my sample, I was like, I wonder if you could make them orange, and you can. And let me just hold this up here. Can you guys see that right here? So all I did was I put the white paint with a #1 brush on their little beaks, and I let that dry, and I went over it with orange. And it's a little hard to see like on the camera, but it is so, so, so cute. This white paint, you guys, is just the absolute best. So that's another option, okay? If you don't like the thick black lines for their little beaks, just go over it with a little bit of white, okay? Yes, Pat, you are somebody like me. I'm glad that you love it. It is sunshine. It's happiness. Birds are also the best. So you can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Okay, I'm going back in with the yellow, and I'm just going to do a little darker, maybe on the little bellies and the wings. And you can also do this with your fine tip. Or your #1. Absolutely. And you know, I probably will go over this with my fine tip. Okay. And then obviously they need a little cheek with my #1 brush. You know, I never like to switch brushes, but sometimes you just have to. Brenda, I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. Wow. I am really sorry about that. Keep us posted. Let us know how we can be thinking about you and praying for you. Absolutely. Okay, I'm going to grab my pink. You know, when you are going through things that are, you know, with your health or your family, sometimes, you know, you have a different sort of holiday. You end up having different sort of holiday. And it's hard. And, you know, we are thinking about you and we are here for you. And that's just life. Life is just not always yellow and rosiness, right? But you got your AI people here for you no matter what. Okay, and I'm just adding these little cheeks. I mean, more pink is great. Okay, so again, the pink that I used, 703. Wow, this looks a lot brighter on the camera than it does in person, okay? Now, Diane, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I don't care if you're late. I'm just glad you're here. I know, right? She's saying this is one of her favorite windows to the world. I agree. I totally agree. I forget sometimes about these older ones, and they're just the best. They really are neat. And so I love to remind you guys of these stamps that you have. Okay, now I'm going to go back with my brown, that same brown I used for the tree, and I'm going in with the cake here. And just light, a little darker under the frosting. Okay, now I'm going to do a little bit of like a light blue stripe using the same 528 from my palette here, okay? Just light. Because there's a lot going on with color throughout this project. Okay, and then we're going to turn and just follow the lines. Okay, just a little extra there. And then while I've got, actually I just washed it off, but while I'm in the blue, I'm going back to that. And I'm just gonna make these candles blue. Okay. And then I am going to take my fine tip. Oops. And I'm going to color these in. You can use your brush, of course. And then while I have that, maybe just darken up these little. Okay. So do you see, even though this is small, we have a little bit of a differentiation in color. Okay, we don't want everything to be the same tone. Okay. Okay, now we are going to add some pink. Okay, we're going to start with the flowers here, and I'm going to use both. Okay, I'm going to use the 720. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to use 725. Let's keep it simple here. Okay, 725, and these two are my favorite pinks ever. Just as a side note, 703 and 725. They are just fabulous pinks. Okay, so going in here. And just before you do this, make sure that you know which ones are the leaves and which ones are the petals. Because it can be a little confusing. And you know, I've done this now a few times, done this project. So I do know, but my first time I didn't. So I had to take it very slowly. And I mean, it's not the end of the world, but since you put so much effort into it so far, you know, little mistakes like that are totally avoidable. Okay, so I'm going to go a little darker in the middle. And then we're going to come in here with our white paint, okay? And actually, now that I have this on my brush, I'm going to just go in here. I did this blue in my sample, but I just thought it would be so cute pink. Okay. Oh, Sherry, another one. Gosh, Sherry has been sick too. Thank you for joining us today. You know, I'm so glad to be on with you. What a great way to start the year. All together. Just encouragement everywhere, from you guys to each other, from you to us, just everybody is just the best. So I can't think of a better way to start the year than with all of my AI people creating something beautiful. Okay. So thank you, Sherry, for being here. Oh, wow. Wow, Marianne, thank you for sharing that. You know, if somebody is going through that right now, I think hearing that story is gonna be real encouragement to them. I'm not sure, Kathy, what is going on. You could try reloading the video, but I'm not totally sure. She's saying she can't add her comments. Weird. Sometimes it just is kind of glitchy like that. Okay, we're going back to 249 green. And we're just going to get these leaves here, okay? And they're small, so there's just nothing to this. But I like doing it in this green too, so it kind of stands out from the grass. And again, just a little darker. Okay. Keep going here with the green too. Okay. Now, we are going to get our, actually I'm going to do just a little more shading here. You know, now that we're sort of starting to wrap up like all of the block coloring here, I'm going to just start to go through and see what areas kind of need a little more, okay? And I'm going to add a little more green here, that warm green. And, you know, darken up these And any place that you see in the trees that need a little more, go ahead and just add that right on in. Okay. Can go through here. Okay. So this is so easy, you guys. This is a really, really simple project to do. Okay, now we're gonna take our Dr. PH Martin's Bleed Proof White. The absolute queen of watercolor is this white paint. And we're gonna do a couple things, okay? Number one, I like to do this. You don't have to do this, but I just think it adds a little bit of dimension here. And then as you can see, I'm not gonna be able to do this with you on live, just because it takes a long time to dry, but I added some sprinkles in there. So go ahead and do that after your white dries. But you know, when you do it thick, it does take a little bit, but I just think it looks so cute. Just really thick here. Can you hear the little bit of chaos that's going on downstairs? Okay, yes. Okay, lots of new things coming in 2025. You guys have got to stay with us. There are so many fun things coming down the pipeline to you. I mean, I cannot even tell you how excited I am. New concepts, new classes, obviously new stamp sets. The retreat that we're doing in June, that is totally new to us. And then we're gonna have something really, really special coming in June also. So, I mean, you're definitely gonna want to be here for June. But be here with us the months leading up to June too, because there's gonna be lots of new things. Okay, so I'm just, again, covering up some of that black, and then I'm gonna go here, just add some details on the candles. Okay, and then back to my white paint, and I'm gonna add just some little flowers here. Okay, just to kind of break some of this color up too. Like, isn't that just the absolute cutest? I just love this. I love this simple project. Again, encourage you guys to make these and set them aside, make a few extras, because you never know. You never know when something's gonna sneak up on you, and you're gonna need just a birthday card. And you can get several of these out in a day. Several of these done. Okay, Kendra, yes. Who wants to win this? Put it in the comments. Happy to choose somebody to send this to. Absolutely, I'm giving this away. Yes, Karen. Teresa, any hints? Ooh. Well, I don't want to give it away. Okay, I don't know. Can you guys think, Bonnie or Kendra Lee, can you guys think of any hints that you could give about the new things that are coming this year? Well, I already said classes, that for sure. I'm working on one now. In person, I'm going to teach, probably in the first 6 months, there'll be 2 in-person classes, just with me here. And then probably those will be available online, since that's what we've done in the past. So stay tuned for that. Really, really fun stamps, Kim sets that are coming down the pipeline. I mean, I cannot give you any hints because that would give it away. But if you guys had to guess something that I'm doing that would be a Kim set, what would you guess it to be? I mean, this is a tough one. This is tough. But so many fun things coming. You guys, I just can't wait. Okay, I'm just adding a little bit of detail here. Nothing special, nothing hard. But again, if you want to do those beaks, just take a tiny bit of white paint there, okay? And because I did that so thick, that is not dry yet, but you can see here that I went over the white paint again with the sprinkles, and then I put some of that yellow over the white paint for the flowers, okay? This is just, I think it just added a little bit of brightness to it. You know, since there's so many of these black lines, which I don't mind at all. Again, this is stamped in the Stays On, just as a reminder, because otherwise it will bleed if you stamp it in anything water-based. This is alcohol-based ink. But I loved how this white paint and this yellow over the top just really made it pop. Yes, and the shadow, yes, this adds a little bit of 3D to it. So really, you guys, there's a lot that you can do with just a little simple project like this. Okay, this would mean so much if if somebody made this for me, I would feel very special. So just, you know, not every project has to be, you know, take you an hour or an hour and a half, you know, or like if you have one of my classes, like 8 hours. Thank you. Okay, this, you guys, this is from last year. Did anybody do the was this the mini journal birthday class? I think that's what it was, from last year. Did anybody get that? Because this is the paper pack that went with that. I am obsessed with this paper pack. This has got to be one of my favorites. I love it. I think it goes with and this is from like a different paper pack. But I just love the colors so much. Just bright. I love that bright green with the pink and the purple. It's just the best, okay? With the sprinkles, okay, that's a good question. That is just the fine tip, okay? The fine tip, or you can do, if you want a little bit lighter, because you know when you use the fine tip, it's going to be fairly dark. You could use your number 1, and all you do is just like little mini straight lines, okay? I don't do dots really. I do like little flicks, little flecks. Is that a word? Absolutely, Roberta. I should sign it. Okay, here's actually, I was going to say, where do I sign it? But I could sign it like right here. Yeah. I will get in trouble, okay, if I don't sign it. Because, you know, that's the rule. And I'm supposed to do that. So I'm going to sign it right now. Okay. Just going to sign it right here. I like to do mine in pencil. I don't know. So again, when your white dries, add those little details and that will just make it all pop. Okay. Sign, of course, since I've got, you know, Queen Bee watching me right now, sign your work. And again, if you are interested in winning this, let me know in the comments. Linda, of course. I mean, can you have enough? You can't. But just a reminder, this is the one that I used today. Okay. This is M3188. This is just, I love this. Okay. Yes, I will give away the card. Yes, I will. Absolutely. Kendra Lee coming in hot. Yes. In all caps. And then here's the other birthday one that I grabbed. There probably are even more Windows to the World birthday ones. But I just really, really like this one. This was a close second for me. But again, no animals. Okay, so obviously that was not going to be picked. And then the window, just a reminder, this window comes in this set here, this die set. And this is the shadow box. So you can do this cute little windowsill. Oh my goodness, this would be adorable. Okay. I just kind of wanted to keep it pretty simple on the front since there's so much going on inside. Okay. But again, square cut it. You can see inside here is the square, the shadow box, the window, and obviously the windowsill. And then you get this cute little hello with it too. Okay, you guys, I'm going to turn my camera. Yes, we will have 2 winners, Kendra Lee. Okay, hello again. Hello, and goodbye. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. This fun little happy birthday project. Get out those older stamps. They were great for watercolor. I actually have another couple sets that I found while I was kind of rooting around for these at the shop yesterday. that I want to do with you on another Watercolor Wednesday. So stay tuned. And if there's anything else that as you're going through your collection, if you say, oh, I haven't used this, like, can we use this for watercolor? How would you do this? Just ask us. Just put it on social media. We read social media all the time. But would love that. Would love for you to tell us what you have, but maybe you haven't used it in a while. And I'm happy to do Watercolor Wednesdays using those older sets because I think it's just a blast. Obviously, I love to see the new ones as well and use the new ones, but love these like really classic AI windows to the world. I love the whole line. So thank you guys for joining me. One last look at the comments here. Thank you, Elaine and Nancy and Debbie, everybody. Mary, yes, we will give Charlie so many kisses. She is spoiled rotten. I think the first day we got her, her feet did not touch the ground at all. So I hope we're not creating a monster here, but she's the best. So thank you all for being excited about her with us. And join us on Tuesday for Bible journaling. We are live for that. And then Wednesday, of course, Watercolor Wednesday next week. Again, lots of fun things coming. Don't go anywhere, you guys. And just keep creating. So thank you guys again. And I hope you have a great New Year's. Happy New Year's from all of us at AI.